ride along, friends. Today we're drawing
Rosalina.
What is that? What is this?
Princess Peach is on her way.
Princess Peach again? Yeah. Rosalina is another character in the Super Mario Brothers,
Yeah.
right? Yeah. And is she one of your favorites too?
Mm-hmm.
She's the pretty one with the teal dress on.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, ready to start?
Yep.
Okay, so we're gonna start with her hair. She has this golden hair that covers her half of her face, right?
Mm-hmm.
So we're going to draw a big curve on the center of the page, kind of like a C. And then we're gonna draw an S curve up to connect the bottom to the top, okay?
Mm-hmm.
So S curve and make it a little plump and up. Great. Okay, and I like to position her eye inside of her face because one part is covered. So I'm gonna draw a little frowny curve for her eyebrow right on the side of that hair piece, and then a circle underneath. This is just a cute version. And so we're going to leave a little shine on the top right corner of her eye, and then fill in the rest of the circle that we drew. Yeah, and then a little smiley face on the bottom, the middle. And then we are going to draw a curved line up. This is for her face line, but we're not gonna go all the way up because we're gonna draw a couple other things, okay? So start from a little bit inside of this hair block that we drew, and draw a curve up, a little below the eye. Yeah, great. And then we'll draw a little sliver of her hair piece, okay? So a curve in, kind of like a shark tooth almost, or a saber tooth, tiger tooth. And we're going to draw a small curve right next to it for her ear, but we're gonna make sure we have room for the big star earring that she has, okay? So we'll draw a frowny curve right next to her, that little sliver of a hair we drew. And then we'll draw the star earring really quick. So this one, we're going to draw an upside down V, kind of thin, connecting to the ear. And then we'll draw two V shapes on the side of that, a little bit shorter, a stubbier V, and then a longer, thin V shape underneath. And that's her star earring. So pretty.
Mm-hmm.
And then I connected my ear to the hair piece, but I think you already had it connected.
Mm-hmm.
Awesome. Okay, so from here, we're gonna draw the rest of her top hair. So we'll draw a smiley curve connecting from the bottom part of the first hair piece we drew and through the top of the ear part. Good. And then we'll draw another S curve on top. So starting from sort of that top part of the big hair piece, and draw a sideways S. And then we'll draw a curve inward a little, and then back out. And then we'll connect that to the first smiley. Yeah, so she has this flowy hair to the side. Okay, now for her crown.
My hair's gonna be blowing in the wind.
Ooh, so fancy. Yeah, she likes to fly around, huh?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so for her crown, we're gonna draw a diagonal line up on either side of this middle part of her hair. There we go. Yeah, and then we're gonna connect it with a W shape, okay? So we'll draw a zigzag line down, up, okay? So down, up, and that makes a W. And then we'll decorate her crown while we're coloring it. Yeah? Okay, so we'll leave the details for now. Now let's move on to her body.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so you ready for her neck?
Mm-hmm.
So her neck, we're gonna have it connected to her shoulders. So we're drawing a curved L shape. So on either side of her mouth, we're gonna draw 2 L shapes for her neck and shoulder. So down and out like this. So kind of like a flat L shape. And on the other side as well. Good job! Okay, this one's a little bit tricky. So we start with, go underneath the neck and leave room for the star, but we're gonna draw a circle, a small circle first. That's for the yellow gem inside the brooch. And then we're drawing all these V shapes all around. And how many points to the star?
5.
Yeah, she has 5 points, so we're gonna draw 5 V shapes. So I'm gonna start at the top and leave a little space between the V and the circle, okay? So upside down V on top, and then we're gonna go around to the side first, left side, another V, and leave room between the V's and the circle. And then I'm gonna go to the right side, and then another V. Okay, and then to the bottom, V, and connect the rest of it with another V. Did it work? Yeah. Star! That one's tricky, huh? Maybe we need to do an art along for stars. Yeah. Okay, so let's do the dress. She has this collar part where it starts on the shoulder. So we'll draw a curved line starting from the end of that first shoulder line to the tip of this star point, the one on the side. Yeah, and then go out a little bit with a straight line, and then connect the end of that to the middle of the 2 star points. Exactly! And we'll do the same thing on the other side. So connect it to the first one on the side, and then go out a little, and then connect it to the middle of 2 points. Yeah. Okay, now for the arms. She's gonna have her arms spread because she's gonna fly. Okay, so we'll draw a diagonal line out, and then we'll have the bottom of the arms start a little under this collar portion, but we're gonna draw a line that's curved out and wider on the outside. So start from a little bit under here and draw a straight line, but get wider towards the end. Yeah, it's kind of like a flannel where she has this wider sleeve. Good job! And then I'm gonna draw a small line out and then a wavy line, and then connect it to the bottom. Yeah, good job. And then we'll do the same thing on the other side. And we'll draw a little bit of a block or like a C curve for her hand on the outside of that. Ready for the dress? Okay, so we're gonna start where we left off with the arms, and we'll draw a wide curve shape out on each side. And then we're going to draw a upside down V that's curved. Okay, so come into the middle a little, the bottom middle part, and then come back out with a curve. Yeah, and then the little hem on the bottom will start in the bottom part right here. Draw a curved line in, follow the line of your dress, and then come back out. Yeah, and then the very middle part, she has a white part of her dress. We're going to draw these curved lines. They're kind of like the scalloped curves. So 1, 2, 3. And then just for a little detail, we'll draw a small line up from each of those peaks. Now we finish her hair by drawing the flowy hair in the back, right? Okay, so let's draw a little line curved out from the ear, maybe? Out, smiley, and then zigzag it back in with a curve, and then out again, and curve, and then I'm gonna go behind her arm and then connect it behind her little armpit here. That's it!
Flowy hair.
Yay! We did it! We drew Rosalina! What do you think?
I love it.
She's so pretty. And she's cute in this drawing.
Mm-hmm.
Yay! Okay, let's start coloring. Ooh. And Mia's using the gelling pens from Ohuhu again.
Ohuhu.
Ohuhu. Ohuhu. Ohuhu. Such a funny word.
Ohuhu.
Ohuhu. How many times did we say ohuhu? Is it ohuhu or ohuhu or ohuhu? Anyway, they're the gelling pens and they're super sparkly.
Ooh, I'm gonna put some sparkles in her hair.
Whoa! Look how fancy she looks. It looks like she's going to a party. Your grandma didn't know who Princess Peach was because when I used to play the Nintendo Mario Brothers games when I was little, I never got to the point when I could rescue Princess Peach. So she never saw Princess Peach. But I guess now they have all the games with Princess Peach and Rosalina and all these different characters. Okay, you done?
Yep.
Amazing. And there she is.
Princess.
Is she a princess?
Yeah, she's a princess.
She's a princess?
Yeah.
Well, it's Rosalina.
Like and subscribe to our lawn.
See ya.
Bye.